Were you waiting with bated breath? You just couldn't rest, you couldn't sleep until you know what's going on in Frontierland at Magic Kingdom. Will they start building that Cars ride soon? Well, folks, we hate to be all doom and gloom, but it looks like you're going to be waiting a very long time. The wall's not coming down anytime soon. That Cars attraction, that Villains Land, could be underway all the way into the 2030s. Hello, folks. It is a dandy of a day. We're happy that you've come our way. An attitude of gratitude every single time you click one of these videos from the Pro Channel, and we are so appreciative of you. Another video of excellence on the way. Folks, click the like button. We'll tell you why we now believe it may be a very long time before Magic Kingdom finishes up those changes to Frontierland, now possibly all the way into the 2030s. All right, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen, out of WDW Magic. They are just now finally dipping down into the rivers of America, and we are hearing just how long this is going to be. There's going to be a little bit of rumor and speculation, a lot of speculation in this clip. Just know that we are trying to give you the most up-to-date info we can. It says, latest look at Frontierland construction for Cars Land as rivers of America water levels drop, and you can see where the water was just a few days ago. It's still there. The Magic Kingdom's Frontierland transformation continues, and while most areas look the same as in our last update, one change stands out. There's the water. It says the water level in the rivers of America continues to drop, revealing more of the riverbed. The track used by the Liberty Square riverboat is now much more visible as the draining progresses. Okay. And there you go, folks. We've got some more pictures, video maybe. Okay, here's from WDW News Today. They're big fans of us. Rivers of America is starting to get very shallow as the draining continues. Here's the video from WDWNT. All right, there it is. There's where it was just a day ago or so. Got some algae, got some, maybe some frogs, maybe some tadpoles, maybe the last batch of froggies. Sorry, Kermit. And why do we bring this up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, because we want you to understand just how long it could be that we have Walcott over at the Magic Kingdom. This is out of a Disney tourist blog. It says, Avengers Campus new Marvel rides construction goes vertical at Disney California Adventure. You could say to us, hey, Pro, that has nothing to do with Rivers of America. Why? Why? Well, folks, because guess how long ago they announced this thing, and they're just now going up with vertical construction. Here's the vertical construction just going up. Vash, when did they announce? When did they tell us that they were going to give us this Avengers Campus edition?
That would have been D23 Expo 2022, if I recall correctly, is when they broke this out.
You did a good job there, Vash. 3 years ago, and they're just now building it. 3 years ago. So then when we take a look at what's going on with Rivers of America, and they're still draining this thing. They haven't cleared trees. They haven't cleared buildings. They haven't done anything. They're going to have to get in there and remove the track next. They're going to remove electrical, all this kind of stuff. I don't think the land is going to be cleared this year. I think it's going to take them a long time. I think it's going to be next year before the land is even cleared and prepped. And then if we're on this same trajectory as like what you've seen in Adventures Campus over in Disneyland, guys, I think Magic Kingdom is going to be under construction. And we're not talking about villains. We're just talking about the Cars thing. I think it's going to be Wall Central through 2029. What do you guys think about that?
The only thing that would stop it from being on a reasonable timeline is the fact that we know the history of this company recently. I mean, Epcot had walls for the better part of a decade. This is a company that is known for dragging its feet. Nothing goes up quickly with this company. It is very top heavy. Everything takes time. There are a lot of executives interfering in how things should go. There are budget cuts. There are things that get in the way. I don't think that they're going to move anywhere near quickly for this because they want to have the idea of growth on the horizon in front of stockholders for a very long time.
Yeah, and then there's going to be Villains Land after that, but they're not even close. I mean, they got to cut these trees down, guys. You think? I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to take them a while to cut all those trees down on the islands, and they got to get access to the islands and all this. I mean, this is going to take forever, and I hope it doesn't. I wish they weren't doing this, but they are. and it's going to take them a long time to get it done. Ron, your thoughts on Magic Kingdom being a construction zone through 2029 while Epic Universe is just fine?
First of all, shout out to Disney, Drew the Disney dude, for saying this is the biggest mistake that they've ever made, which he did.
Absolutely.
It's going to look horrible. It's going to, there are going to be times when it's going to smell horrible. This is the same area of the park that has been, what have they had? 3 or 4 big sewage leaks there in that area of the park in the past few years. So there are lines that they don't even know, pipelines and stuff that they're probably dealing with that they forgot about, they're rediscovering during this process. You got to tear the island down. You got to get rid of the structures in the caves that are down there. There is so much to this project. Why they picked this area? The only thing that I can think of is that this is coming from unfortunately the quote unquote Stories Matter group and the part of the segment of the company of employees that just don't like the history of the United States or something, because this was the most pristine, most beautiful area of the park, and they're literally destroying it while Tomorrowland needs so much love and is getting nothing. It's just bizarro world. And to do this at your flagship park, the Magic Kingdom, it's just we are living in a world, in a day and age where it's almost impossible to wrap your head around the level of mistake that Disney is making by doing this when they clearly had so much of an alternative. I'm calling this what it is for the next several years. It is Walled Disney World. There's walls everywhere, like the surrounding park. I mean, the Haunted Mansion. There's walls up. You can see the walls along the bridges there. There is just the fact that they have turned the Magic Kingdom from what it was to a construction zone in a way that they didn't have to. And that's what I want to emphasize. It's not just that they're doing this. It's that there's more than one alternative to the way that this could have gone. And likely they're going to run into some major budget issues along the way. Because if the past is anything to consider, the past 5 years, the past 10 years, budgets have not gone well for any of this stuff. I mean, you're talking about a park that can't even do their magical turnover anymore, right? They can't even do the one night turnover, and they're trying to do this. Obviously, you got a lot of outside people involved, a lot of outside contractors involved. But this is just it's sad. It's sad that this is happening at the Magic Kingdom of all places.
Now,
and yeah, go ahead.
Have we heard any updates on the boat, on the Liberty Bell? Like, is that going to be destroyed? It was looking more and more likely that they were going to just destroy it. What are we hearing now?
I'm still hearing destruction. I have heard no rumors of any alternatives.
Yeah, it's making me. I'm thinking they're just going to destroy it too, because I'm not hearing anything happening anywhere else on property that would receive it.
Yeah, it's a free floating vessel, so you have issues with maintaining something like that, even if you do disable it completely. As far as reusing it, there's very limited ways in which you can, and so it doesn't really make sense to hold on to a watercraft like that. It's devastating to think about.
Other than it's historic.
Yeah, but I mean, they can't even operate the General Joe Potter correctly without it running into a dock and causing people to fall over.
Fair enough.
That's a really great point, Ron. I mean, what we're seeing here and the timeline that has been, I think, outlined here, or at least speculated upon, that being the 2029. When you look at Disneyland and how long it took for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge back in the day, they started, I think, 2016, if I recall correctly, and that wasn't completed until 2019. A company now this massive, 10 years on, right? You're looking at an Imagineering team that is not nearly as savvy has not nearly led as well as it was before. And even then, there were definitely problems there. To extend it out even by 1 year, I wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Just like Jonas said, this company does nothing fast unless it is direct. It equals to a direct revenue stream. In the case of like a DVC tower, and they'll put it up tomorrow. But culture, I'm sure you can detail this even better than I can. We've seen this company extend capital expenditures over multiple quarters in order to keep those quarterly expenses down and to make it look like revenue and operating income is way up.
Well, and again, I mean, we pointed out, or Jonas did, what happened with the Gamma project that was nothing like what had been promised when we talk about Epcot. But look at what happened at Magic Kingdom previously. Again, the crown jewel of the park system in total, according to, the powers that be, the revenue center for the theme parks. And the fact that it took them 7 years to build an already built attraction from China. Tron was a 7-year disaster, beginning to end. And it was ugly. It shut off other aspects of the park. It limited functionality. It created an eyesore. I'm sorry, nobody can deny that, especially since, they gave us the same under 1 minute attraction with very uncomfortable for Merkins seats. If you thought riding on Flight of Passage was uncomfortable, that coaster version is terrible. Very uncomfortable, and it digs into my, I guess technically my Achilles heels. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna point out something that I pointed out on Twitter here. With the fact that we know that Epic right now is clearing out their expansion pads, and there appears to be some kind of preparation for construction, if not construction, going on at Epic Universe in their expansion pads. It would be amazing to me if Epic is able to announce and fully construct one of these expansions before Disney even gets close to finishing one of these lands.
I think the case is that Epic will be expanded before Magic Kingdom is, and they have to get this done before they can even start on Villains. So you're talking about, all this stuff about turbocharging and getting the investors excited, whatever. I think Villains Land is mid-2030s at this point. This company is ridiculously slow. I think we're looking at a decades-long plan. Hollywood Studios, totally different story. They're moving quickly on that. But Magic Kingdom, they're not. And I just, the longer this goes that we see, I don't see any urgency whatsoever. And now that I'm seeing how slow they're going, this is going to take a long time to knock down all of these buildings on an island. They're in a forested area. There's caves. It's going to be next year before they can even have the land prepped and ready to go. Folks, that's the story. We're watching it. It took 3 years from announcement to getting the Avengers ride going. How long will it be for Cars? So long that the kids that might have been excited about it will have been grown up and ready to go on to the next thing. Maybe Epic Universe. Helping Hollywood produce a product that you want to consume. That's what we do each and every day, folks. And this time, it's time to, say goodbye. We know, but don't cry. No, for we will have more videos on the way. We love to bring those videos and that information. And by the way, if you'd like even more, consider going to the Patreon page. It's www.patreon.com/WDW It's where we put out stuff exclusively there that we simply can't put out in other places for whatever reason, be it because it's too spicy or because, perhaps we're working to corroborate it. But you can find out things early and first over there. Folks, we surely have had a great time spending time with you. Consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those pesky algorithms. It is the notification bell. And drop a comment right on down below. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Jump into the water. Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.